Good evening, debate leaguers. How you doing, everybody? I am here. I'm Dr. Bruce Strobel, and I'm here tonight with Miss Linda Spence. She's going to be up in her debate on Saturday with the topic of spankings and Black children. The premise offered by her opponent is that spankings have negative outcomes on Black children later in life. So Miss Spence is going to be critiquing that argument in a negative position. So we're really interested to hear what she has to say. Ms. Spence, please introduce yourself to the Great Debate League audience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Linda Spence. I'm a master social worker here in Kansas City. Earned my degree in 2014, so it's never too late.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So ultimately, Ms. Spence, you are taking the negative position here. That means you are saying that spankings in general, as they've been defined in this debate, do not have negative outcomes for Black children. Without giving us too much of your debate strategy, what are you generally pointing at here?
Well, that there is a place and time and appropriateness for a spanking. I'm not talking about abuse, because that crosses a line. But for me, when entering into any argument, it's important that you first define terms. Mm-hmm. And so, again, when I say spanking, I'm not talking about what a lot of people might be accustomed to from their own life history as children, being really, beaten with ironing cords and slapped across the face, things like that. And I know that, there are probably people out there who'll be listening to this debate who have had those experiences as children. The irony of this whole argument and me taking the negative is that I developed a program for children exposed to witnessing violence and trauma and the effect that has on them as far as the risk it puts them at for PTSD. Mm-hmm. But again, we're talking about over the top kinds of discipline with, objects or whatever. But, I spank my kids, they're fine, Yeah,
that's it. So this is going to be interesting. I'm sure your opponent is going to have a lot to say about that. Ultimately, I just want to go over a couple of ground rules. Our primary thing with the Great Debate League is we want professional debates. So we ask that you be able to provide facts for any information that you're going to provide. We have multiple rounds in our process. So you'll start with a 3-minute opening statement. And in my advice, you should use all of your time, as you'll see that these debates run pretty fast. And before you know it, the time will be up. Following your opening statement, there will be a lightning round. And this is where you get to cross-examine your opponent. There's no structure in this, so it's pretty much whoever takes the mic and starts questioning, we kind of allow it to flow as long as you're not talking at the same time. And if so, then I'll intervene and try to make sure that you both are getting your points across. That's going to last for 15 minutes. Then we have round 3, which is a question and answer. We're going to take question and answer from the audience, and you'll both get 1.5 minutes to respond to each of the 3 questions. And then you get to give your closing statement, which is also 3 minutes. And again, I'm going to advise you to use all of your time. So that is our debate format. Again, another important rule, aside from making sure that you have factual information that you're using, is that we do not allow personal attacks under any circumstances. You may attack your opponent's position, but you can't attack them as a person. And that's just to protect the integrity of our debates. And we also ask that you don't use profanity, which just helps us keep this professional. We like to use these debates in classrooms and for educational purposes. So it allows them to be reused everywhere if we have a clean debate. Do you have any questions about the rules?
None at all. I studied forensic debate in college. Okay. I haven't formally debated anybody, but I have judged high school debates in the past. My grandchildren were, going through high school and that sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. And then one additional rule, and I've talked with you about this before, is the fact check process. If you believe that your opponent has presented non-factual information, you can call during your time to speak, any of them that are allotted. You can call for a fact check timeout, and we will write them on the spot just to make sure that they're using academic integrity in their presentation. We want to make sure of that. So you will be able to challenge them. But, that comes with the risk. If you are proven to have challenged them and it was invalid, you will be penalized. However, if you're correct, they'll be penalized in the voting totals. And that goes to how we determine who wins and loses the debate. We leave our poll up for 24 hours in our debate group where we have our judges vote, and the person with the most votes will win. Okay. So that's go ahead.
I'm sure that my worthy opponent has, done her due diligence and is going to come with factual information. So
not even worried.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
So we are on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. So that'll be
all right.
That'll be 2 o'clock my time.
2 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
All right. So any last things you want to say to your opponent? You want to do any trash talk?
Oh, not at all. I am curious where she is geographically. Is she?
She's in New Jersey.
New Jersey? Oh, fun. Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you. I really appreciate your time this evening, and I'm looking forward to hearing you perform on Saturday at 3 p.m.
All right. Thanks so much. You guys take care.
You too. Have a great night.
Bye now.